Yeah, how you gon' see me? You like Stevie with them air balls.
Hey, I went to Japan. Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, so here's a video about that. But why? Why would I? Why? Well, I feel if you look over my channel, it's pretty obvious why someone like me would want to go to somewhere like Japan. But please believe me when I say it's more than just anime, even if that obviously is a big part of it. I love the shrines, the culture, the food, the prices. I'm sure you already know, so you get the idea. Needless to say, it's a place I've been wanting to go to for years now, so actually going through with it was fucking awesome. It took a lot of planning. But by the 28th, we were on our way. By the way, I just want to say that this is the longest plane ride I've ever been on. And Jesus, I was not prepared for the physical toll it would take on my body. I was like trying to lie down. Bruh, worst mistake of my life. And it was only 11 hours. That's not even that long. But eventually we landed and where do I even start with Japan? Jeez, fuck. We started in pain and suffering. We made a grave mistake. We went to Narita Airport. To give some context, there are two major airports when you get into Tokyo, Narita and Haneda. This is Haneda, a little bit out of the way, but still very much in a good distance from wherever in Tokyo you will likely be staying. Honestly, a very reasonable airport to go to if you're looking to travel to Japan. And here's Narita, which is not that. Sam did the planning on that side, and according to him, we had to go to Narita because Haneda was like for local travel or something. I don't know. Okay, what matters is that we were in this white ass airport with no idea how to get anywhere with some big ass bags, and I hate to start negative, but objectively speaking, that is how we started. And take this less as entitled complaining and more as a very big warning to do everything you can to go to Haneda over Narita if you ever go to Japan as well. It will save you an immeasurable amount of strife. But that's enough of that. I will give you all the pleasure we didn't get, and we started day one immediately. Well, after some rest obviously, but relatively immediately. And I will give you one guess as to where we went first. You're having trouble. Just quickly look at me. Hear my voice.
What the fuck? But Mario?
And we went to Akihabara. Obviously. Like, that's not even a question. My identity is jerking off to amazing stories and making retrospectives on food porn. This is like my home, and stepping out into the bustling animated streets of Akiba, I suddenly got this rush of all the history and work that got me here. And it was... I think I might like anime, guys. Like, what do you think? Like, what? But once my weeb style flashback had ended and I actually started looking around, I was, god motherfucking damn. Like, there is so much stuff. So many things to buy, so many cool stores with anime and weeb shit. Hatsune Miku! I know a lot of you are gonna call me cringe for all this, and that's fair, but also I think this time I'm totally cool with just admitting that I don't care. This place was so fucking cool, and seeing it in, like, content for years, only to finally get there myself, like, I don't know, it's so weird to be like, hey, there's the Genshin box with the overpriced figures from the Trash Taste special. There's the unfortunate remains of the Sega building from the Chris Broad videos. There's Love Mercy from the Premiere 2 Wait, Love Mercy? As in the Mega Sex Shop? Well. Anyways, we pretty much took the whole first day just looking around, and there was a lot of cool shit. What did she mean by this? I also didn't buy anything quite yet. Like, I am gushing about how much cool shit there was, but I'm not actually that much of a big spender, I'ma be honest. Like, I very much prefer just to look at cool shit and only buy something if it really catches my eye. Also, a lot of the coolest figures and stuff are the real ones that you can't just buy from any store, and to be honest, those would be the ones that I would go for, so... yeah, I'm in it for the vibes and the food. Yes, I do be liking the food in Japan. You know, they know how to cook over there. They got a good grasp on that shit. And on that note, we had cocoa curry for our first meal, which I didn't get a photo of because I've never done this before. Please forgive me. Vlogging is a learned skill I have discovered. I did have it again later though, so just imagine this, but a bit less toxic looking because this was spice level 10. We'll get to that later. I quite enjoyed it. I gotta say though, I think Japanese curry kind of gets sweet by Indian curry. But it's still curry, so I think I should just shut the fuck up and enjoy the delicious meal in front of me. We went back to our apartment after that, safe and sound after a long day of weeping, and... I started this day by pissing in a bottle, then we went straight back to Akihabara. Today we decided to go into the Yodobashi Akiba, which is this big fuck-off building right outside the Akihabara train station that has literally anything tech-related. Shark PC, ramen, golf, Not great examples, but believe me, they have like literally everything. Except for a phone case for Sam, but let's just ignore that. My personal favorite section was the camera shit, because I'm a nerd loser bitch who enjoys lenses for some reason. We also had ramen, which was ass, but what we did today was find something very interesting, and that is this bocchi themed gachapon machine, of which, as you can see, has these incredibly, indescribably, unbelievably cute sleepover bocchi minis. I was enthralled. We must have them. I started spending and spending and spending. Many a figure, yes, but no bocchi. All was seeming lost. And it was actually. I ran out of 100 yen coins before I got my beloved girl. But if we do a little bit of time dilation and merge a couple days together, then Akukuri, Aryo, Akita, Anijika, 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 Anijika. Goddamn Dorito ass bitch. Aryo, Abachi! Yes, 4,400 yen well spent. Which is less of a joke than you think it is, by the way. Now look at them. They are so cute down there with their other gacha friends that I also got from another bocchi lucky box. I think I might have a problem. I think I really have a problem. I think there is perhaps an issue with my conduct when it pertains to bocchi related merchandise. Yes, I have no excuse. Nay, I need no excuse. This shit goes hard. Objectively. This was a big discovery day, so of course we went to Don Quixote, which is this massive fuck off everything store that I don't even know where to start. Pictures. I have pictures. They sold memes. I bought shaving cream. All right, we're getting to the important part here. I'm sorry. I got a confession for all of you. Remember when I talked about Love Mercy, the mega sex shop with a BDSM basement and 2 male-only floors? Well, I may have gone into said Love Mercy, and when I went in, I saw something very interesting. Yes, a sex toy lucky bag. I don't think I need to tell you what happened next.
All right, so I got sex bag. Number 1. Lube. They gave me a bomb. You were close. Supposed to simulate a fucking duo tit job, I think. Oh my god. As you can see, we're set up for the review. As you can see, it's very squishy. Oh my god, dude. It's heated. Oh, so there's 6 different modes. That's crazy.
I also got an owner hole and a piss fetish manga for Rancid and some BDSM gear for another friend. Don't ask. I also had Sukiya beef ball, and I'm sure some people like it. I didn't though. I don't know, the beef was sweet and didn't taste like beef. The cheese was plasticky and weird, and the rice also had some seasoning or some shit on it. Like, I like all these pieces and quite regularly make quote unquote beef bowls at home, but this was just kind of not it, to be honest. I'm gonna get killed, I think. We also went to, and I know, look, I'm a degenerate, I get it. We went to the Tokyo Tenga Mega Store. Now, to be fair, we didn't go there to buy a Tenga. Those things are everywhere. You don't have to travel all the way to Ginza just to buy one of those. You see, for some reason, in Japan, Tenga is kind of like a luxury brand or like a counterculture merch store. I don't fucking know. Like, okay, so there are normal jokers, right? You can buy them, you know, whatever. And then there's a whole nother subsection of like shirts, bags, mechas that just exist as like a thing of its own. I don't necessarily know if it really counts as a luxury brand, but the Tenga store is in like a mall that only has luxury brands. Like, what? Like, why? When I was going in, I genuinely thought that I was in the wrong place, because I was like, this, like, I'm not here to buy Gucci, I'm here to fucking jerk off. Like what? But eventually I found it and had a lovely conversation with the clerk where they opened with the amazing sentence, "Do you know Tenga?" Like yes, I'm aware of them. Yeah, no, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm aware. I know. Also, I got myself the Tenga Transformer. Hell yeah. Also, I just want to say that this whole area has got to be, brace yourself, I'm about to say something negative, my least favorite part of Japan so far. Even considering things like that I've seen online, kind of felt like New York, but in a bad way. It was so fucking empty, like a VR chat world. So many buildings, yet so little substance. I very much do not recommend this area. So we went home pretty quickly. It was also the New Year's, which was, you know, that was pretty fucking cool. That's very nice. Happy New Year, guys. What do you mean it's February? Today was the release of something very interesting. You see, there's this clothing store in Japan called GU, and for some reason, they were having a collaboration with the anime Evangelion. Actually, not for some reason, because Ava seems to have a fucking collaboration with everything, so it's not actually that surprising, but they were. So, you know, they had some Evan swaggy on offer, so we decided to go check it out. And shit's fire, what can I say? I have a skin condition, I think. Hold up, it might be physical, it might be mental. All I know is that for some reason, most fabrics and materials that clothes are made out of feel itchy to me. Like, really itchy. It's the reason I've been wearing the same clothes for years, because it's a little difficult to find cheap and easy 100% ring spun cotton stuff with cool designs, alright? Thankfully though, the pajama sets they were selling felt so nice, and I kind of ride them, to be honest. If you disagree, fuck you. I also got myself this shirt, which is so fucking fire. God damn, look at that design. Shit, damn. And this jumper, which was a little out of my fashion comfort zone, I think, but I've grown to like it a bit. I like it. I think it looks nice on me. We saw Cat. Just want to say that. I feel like that's important when talking about Japan. You got to mention when you see Cat. We also walked around Sensoji Temple at night because it would have been way too packed during the day, and it is beautiful. I love shrines so much. They are so interesting in their history and architecture, and it's insane that people just live like a train ride away from them. Can you imagine that? Being this close to something that cool? I come from New Zealand. We don't have anything over here, okay? It's fucking grass and concrete. All right, I want to go back a bit more in depth about the anime stores around Akihabara. First off, there are a lot of them. Too many to talk about here, but a lot of them are the same. Just a big room with shelves full of figures, with the only main difference being a specialization in either figure price, quantity, or rarity. So, bar a couple exceptions, there's not much to talk about. But those exceptions are very interesting. First off, you already know it, but I'd be remiss not to mention it. A-Stop. Easily my most visited store. It's just a whole bunch of plastic boxes stacked atop each other full of figures. Now, all figures are pre-owned, but ya coulda fooled me. There is no difference. The main point of visiting A-Stop is to hopefully find something that's rare / uncommon, or for a really good price. It's also very nice to actually see the figures before you buy them, or just to look around. It's also pretty funny to see all the goddamn overpriced as hell ones. That's always fun. I personally snagged this Miku one, which was only like 20 bucks, but the build quality is really good and I love the uniqueness of it. I got this free noodle stopper and perched it on the side of my computer. I think it adds to the lived vibe of the space. I like it. I think that's the main reason for not wanting too many figures personally. I prefer a much more personal touch to my space rather than just lines and lines of anime women. The trader stores are the best place to see a whole bunch of pre-owned boxed figures in one place that you can get for a fair price. It's where I got my bocchi Nendroid. I would say that's where the average anime fan should go to get just the right figure for them. There's also a couple of different trader stores that specialize in different equally nerdy weeby things. So go look around all of them for a big broad collection of, you know, the whole spectrum. This isn't really a single store, but all the places on this side of this road were really good for all the anime merch that wasn't necessarily just figures. It's also really close to the main Akihabara crossing where you'll likely come out to from the station road, so it's my personal first recommendation if figures aren't your thing, or if you just got to Akihabara and want a quick overload of weebdom. One thing I must talk about though is, holy shit, what the fuck are acrylic stands, bro? What is the point of them? Genuinely, there's so many of them. I don't think I can quite emphasize just how many of them we saw, and I don't understand them. Like, why? What? Also, I had Ichiran, and I liked it a lot. I know it's not the best or whatever, but for me, it hit all the marks I like with ramen. The thick, creamy, oily broth, the firm but flavorful noodles, the massive amount of customization. Overall, I genuinely had no major complaints, aside from I think the serving sizes should be bigger. But I'm also a big eater, so overall, I just generally vibe with the place heavy. I think that's what it is. Also, I ended the day by going to a love hotel, but I don't know what I expected. But it was just a hotel room. like granted, it was a very old room, and like that was kind of interesting, but not really in a way where I can say much more than that. This cost me like $40. Bruh. I also had Japanese McDonald's, and McDonald's, like what? McDonald's, like I don't know what it's McDonald's, man. Like fuck. Shit tastes like McDonald's. What am I supposed to say? I suddenly have a lot to say about McDonald's. Okay, so today they had an Evangelion collaboration. So obviously, me and Sam went and got ourselves our respective burgers. I personally got the Shinji burger. It was a cheese double teriyaki and it was mediocre. But to be honest, I don't really like McDonald's all that much besides their hotcakes and cheeseburgers. But I did eat an Evangelion burger. And so did Hideo Kojima. So, yeah. Now, aside from that, we went to Shibuya, and Shibuya is so fucking cool, man. Oh my god, look, okay. I love how packed it is, like walking around the streets, looking at all the cool shit around. Hell yeah! And it's right next to Meiji Jingu, which is my personal favorite shrine, and just one of my favorite spots ever. But we'll talk about that later. The main thing I want to talk about is that for some reason, we decided that this was the perfect time to go to Mandarake, which, if you don't know, is a very large manga store. And I know I said a lot of things are very large, but this place has rows and rows and rows of manga to go through. But the real kicker was that everything was incredibly cheap. I'm talking an average of $4 per manga. That's insane. That's like, what? Like, it's at least $20 per manga over here. So I got to spend it. What can I say? I was a fiend looking up and down those shelves for anything I recognized, and I found a lot. I mean, holy shit, if it wasn't clear already, I read a lot of manga. So going through everything here was like, oh, there's Kimetsu no Yaiba, there's Frieren, there's Now That We Draw. I think I may have spent like 2 hours just walking up and down, grabbing stuff. The only reason I stopped was because my feet hurt. Like, okay, here's everything. Okay, take it away, person cat. Do the in real life video
list them
thing.
off one by one, I guess, or I don't know how I'm gonna do this. We'll figure it out on the way. Obviously, I bought Mercy Lego Volume 1 and Volume 5, Volume 4, Volume 3, and Volume 2, Volume 10, Volume 9, and Volume 8, Volume 7, and Volume 6. Okay, you get the idea. I bought all of Mercy Lego, except for Volume 19, because that one seems to have evaded my presence a little bit for some fucking reason. Why this? I get violence, But yeah, I got all of that. Asumi-chan? Do be loving Asumi-chan. She goes hard. No, but this is actually a good story. It's not even like a joke. I'm not buying it as a like, oh my god, that's so crazy. No, it's genuinely a fun story. I do appreciate this one. It's very funny and it's very like raunchy in like weird ways. This one is pretty good. No, I actually couldn't get Volume 1. I really wanted Volume 1 of this because I love the cover for it, but all the covers for this one are amazing. Now, this was actually a manga that I saw while I was out there and I wanted to read. It's not good or bad, really. It's a fetish manga. Oh, I cannot show that. This is Chi from the same wolf that the dragon made. Oh my god, I've got such terrible taste. Now That We Draw, amazing story. Okay, this one, as I've grown older and more wise about this is peak. Kind of, it's really good. This is just kind of more of a must pick for Yuri stuff. This is like the most basic Yuri manga, honestly. Either this or Citrus. Can I not explain this one? I cannot wait till this gets an anime. It's not going to, probably, but this needs to get an anime. Fucking Anjo-san, that's right, Anjo-san. This one's about that one, the one before. Same author, except this one's about time traveling. Oh, I love this. GG, well played. Girls don't play fighting games or whatever it's called. I love this one. I love that. Her expression in that is so good. The window crash scene. Look at that. If you like bocchi, I think you'll like this one because it's not really like cute girls doing cute things. Like, it is cute girls doing cute things, but it's about the passion behind that. I really, really want this one to get an anime. I think this one will probably be the highest on the list for getting an anime. I like this one a lot. It's just two very like-minded people find themselves and getting into funny moments, like a lot of funny moments. You know who I am, you know the way that I talk, you know that does not mean it's a comedy, that means it's a, this one. I just talked about Citrus as the basic bitch Yuri, which is, you know, you really think I'm not gonna like the basic bitch Yuri? You think that I'm too good for basic bitch stuff? No, I'm like a loser, dude. I'm like a professional loser. I read the most basic bitch boring stuff and enjoy it like to God. I read some isekai and like it. That's how gone I am. Kimetsu, this one. Take a sip of my tea for this one. So this is a Yuri classic. The sounds next door from my room is whatever the fuck it's called. It's just so stupid. It's so over the top Yuri shit, but it's so good. It's so good. It's so, that's not supposed to be here. Yamada Takase-san. Yeah, Yamada Takase-san, and then this one's like Kasede Yamada-sama. Or some, they just flip around the names. The person who made this has an amazing, like really bubbly art style. I've had my complaints about this one in the past, and I feel like give the wrong reading and you're gonna think that I hate this one. But no, I actually do like this one quite a lot. I'm really sad about this manga, which might sound weird, because like this is one of your favorite manga of all time. Yes, it's true. The story, characters, everything that has to do with that style, I absolutely love. But the problem is, right, is that in the original time I reviewed this, the manga online has this really interesting style to the art where it had like I'll just pull out. Okay, so here's this page, and I'll pull up the page from the style online. You can see that it has a much different color palette, and I think the color palette added way more to the slice of life yet short and sleepy vibes to the entire thing. And I'm really sad that it's just black and white here because I think it takes so much away from the manga. But no, it is still an amazing one, and 100% recommendation. If you watched my last video, then you know that my relationship with My Hero Academia is it's a broken, twisted, honestly abusive one if you're really looking at it objectively. But I can't hate My Hero, man. I can't not like it, man. It's so good. It's so shit. It's so terrible. It's such a bad, shitty manga, but it's also amazing. It's got so many, look, at least the manga, you can read it as fast as you want. So pacing is on issue, and the art is fucking immaculate. Like, don't get it twisted, man. It's not good. This one's also got great art. I love you. You can't do this. Have a good day at school. And Frieren. Do I even need to talk about Frieren? Do I even need to say anything about Frieren? It's peak. Yeah, that's everything. That's everything that I got.
Now, the main issue, though, is that I had all these 10 out of 10 amazing manga with me in Shibuya. We were based in Asakusa, so I quickly went up to the anime upstairs and got myself the biggest bag I could find and more manga. And packed everything as tight as I could because we had a lot of walking to do. Can I just say, though, there was something very funny about walking across Shibuya Crossing, packed to the brim with manga. Very abstract, but kind of like, I don't know, that's probably the most weeb nerd shit I've ever done in my life, and I genuinely don't know what I could do to top that. Like, that's crazy. We got this hard as fuck picture, then went off on the arduous journey home, then got more hard as fuck pictures. I'm crazy like that, and then sleep. That night, I dreamt of the family chicken I ate in Shibuya and how it was very, very oily. Also, how there was an anime girl in Akihabara also eating family chicken. What the fuck? What is going on? These people are crazy. Another Akiba day. Perhaps we really like this place. But I'll take this time to say that we had Go-Go Curry, which is of course a different place to Coco Curry because gorilla, but it was also very, very different. Okay, much thicker cuts of katsudon, much more flavorful curry sauce. I also drank a lot over the trip, and surprisingly, I don't mean alcohol. I was not allowed to. I'm not 20. I mean like vending machine drinks. Vending machines are so convenient. They're cheap and everywhere, and you can pay for them with your train card, so they're just infinitely convenient. I drank a lot. I love vending machines, dude. They're the best thing over there. I love them so much. We also bought these crepes from a food stall near where we were staying, and oh my god, dude, they were so delicious, dude. We went there many more times after that, I'll tell you that. All right, forgive the short day recap, but I just can't hold myself back because the next day we went to I think Akihabara is my favorite spot in Japan so far. But for a more singular location, I think the Skytree takes the cake. Maybe, I don't know. We'll talk about that later. But it is very, very good. First off, the Skytree. It's... holy shit, this thing is fucking big. Like, oh my... Dude, I find it so funny here in New Zealand, like Auckland specifically, we take so much pride in our own massive sky tower. It's very much the defining thing of our city. And the Skytree is double the size. And although an important landmark, not much compared to the rest of Tokyo's attractions. Also, where our sky tower is just a fucking casino, the Skytree is a decently sized mall with some really cool shops. I'd personally snag myself this cute as fuck Snoopy hoodie. I love it. So I love how it goes all the way down, like it's semi-fully body. I know that sounds like a weird thing to like, but it's really difficult to find hoodies that do that and still feel nice and like look nice. I also went to Chikawa Land, which had some of the most varied and interesting merch I'd seen on trip. I commend them for that. I did grab myself this long sleeve shirt, but unfortunately skin moment, so I had to give it to Rancid. Womp womp. We also went to the Kirby Cafe shop, not the actual cafe. We do not know Emorichu. It was the one for everyone. Maybe next time. And I got a little Kirby gacha with his green lean. Hell yeah, Kirby. Kirby getting lit, guys. Look at him down there. Yeah, look at that guy. Yeah, he's funny. And finally, we went to the Pokemon Center, and I love Pokemon, man. I'm kind of lying when I say that, because I've never played the games. My card collection is abysmal. I prefer Digimon as a kid, but Mimikyu is so cute, man. Oh my god, he's so fucking adorable. And this is the fluffiest fucking thing I've ever felt in my goddamn motherfucking life, bro. Oh my god, and $40, that's crazy. That's crazy talk. That's insane. We went up the Skytree, and I am so good at taking photos, or maybe it's just a photogenic area, but I don't care. These photos are so fucking hard. They're good. You gotta admit it. You have to. You have to. I definitely, on God, can't recommend the Skytree more. Just as a place to visit, and actually going up is a nice one-time $35 experience. All right. People who say that it's a mediocre viewing platform must have pretty good viewing platforms where they live. Okay, because shit went hard as fuck. I had takoyaki, which was good. It was nice. Reminded me of dumplings in a weird way. I made a mistake. So for some reason, I thought that it would be fine eating level 10 spice curry at Coco Curry. Look, okay, I'm an idiot who thinks that he can do anything. So when I saw Chris Broad talking about how it kills you, I, for some reason, took that as a challenge. I am an idiot. I need to stress that. Now, to be fair, I think I actually did a pretty good job. I finished it and only gagged once. That's a joke, but that's actually a pretty cool achievement. And reports online say that it is genuinely spicy and not just spicy for like normal people. So that's nice, especially considering that I literally never eat spicy stuff. And that's, I don't eat spice. I don't like it. The thing that sucked about it was that, oh my God, there was so much of it and it was so thick, dude. Oh my God, like one super fucking spicy pepper sucks, but at least you don't have to keep eating more after you're done. Like my throat, no, I don't know how this happened, but it generally felt like it was lacerated during the entire thing. It was in pain. Also, when I was done, I had to go straight home because I felt so fucking sick. Oh my God, dude, so unbelievably sick. What's crazy though, is that there's a level 20. What the fuck? How? Who is level 20 spice for? How is it safe for consumption? I very much don't recommend it. Not even as a challenge. Don't take this as me trying to challenge. No, dude, it wasn't hard. It was just fucking painful. I could do it again. Don't want to. But it wouldn't be difficult. It would just hurt. Also my bag ripped. I just want to say that. I don't know how that's not really relevant, but I just wanted to mention it because I think it's just a funny moment. Just a really funny moment. Finally, a day where I got to be alone. So I did a lot of the stuff that I'd wanted to do the entire time, but didn't really get a chance to. So first off, Shibuya. And I kind of want to re-stress just how cool this place is. Like, I think as nice as it sucks it is and as homely as it feels, there's some vibe to Shibuya that I've never seen replicated anywhere else. It really does feel like one big movie set with how much personality is oozing out of every crevice of the air and how consistently fucking epic the way it's laid out is. And Shibuya Crossing at first was really disappointing. Like, I know it's just a road, but even by those standards, I didn't really understand why there was so much hype. But after entering from the side you're supposed to, I've decided it's not actually too bad. It's all right. Like, it's good. It's fine. But I wasn't really in Shibuya for the city. No, I came for a shrine. The best shrine, in my opinion, at Meiji Jingu. Honestly, you've probably seen it before. It's pretty famous. But I hadn't before coming to Japan. And on an off chance while scrolling around Google Maps, I saw the little icon they put for important locations. So I checked it out and immediately thought that it was so beautiful, man. Oh God, I love this sort of mixture of greenery and man-made architecture. I mean, just look around this place. It feels like you've stepped into a completely different area, or like you've been transported to a hidden temple or a new world or something. You walk through this, say it with me now, massive fuck off torii gate onto a really long nature walkway on a really large road with history and culture all over the place, and finally into the temple itself, which envelops you in its living, breathing yet grandiose design. And this is what the outside looks like. That's insane. A lot of things in this country are insane, but that's insane. Look, like, the only thing I regret is that I would have really liked to have discovered it on my own. Like, outside, like actually walking around naturally. The idea of just casually walking in only to find all of this is actually a dream sequence, bro. Although, it was very crowded, I will say that, but, you know, the park to the side wasn't at all. And as I've grown older and more mature, I've realized that sometimes just being in a park is really nice. Fresh air is more real than I'd like to admit as a fucking cave goblin, but I do find myself enjoying it rather profusely from time to time. Overall, this whole area is just magical. And if I could only go to one place in Japan, it would probably be Akihabara. But catch me on an off day, and I might just say Meiji Jingu. Once I was done looking at leaves, I went back into the city to go somewhere very interesting. IKEA. You see, we don't have IKEAs in New Zealand, so this was the first time I'd ever gone into one, and they are kind of odd. Why is there a cafe on the first floor and restaurants on the top? Why is this just someone's house? Who made this? Am I buying an entire room? What's going on? Funny Tran Shark. I got the Funny Tran Shark for Jester and moved my way out of the Eldritch Horror disguised as a furniture store and got ramen. Truthfully, I had been eating various ramens over the trip in an attempt to dethrone Ichiran, but to no avail. This was still pretty good though. It was very fucking inconvenient to eat though, with a massive shark plushie at my legs. Just imagine I have legs, okay? After this, I went home. Haha, just kidding. I actually went to Tokyo Station on accident because for some reason I was so tired I thought that we were staying in Tokyo, because we are, but like not in that way. And then I really went home. And then I really went home. Yeah, it may not have seemed it. I don't know how well this video is flowing in all honesty, but yeah, it was over. Well, only in the we're now leaving sense, not so much in the 70 kilometers hour 30 train ride to the Narita airport sense. So we packed our bags and got on our way, and watching over Japan as we trailed past in the train was a very fucking like odd but like comforting experience, knowing that all that cool massive fuck off shit was now an experience behind me and not with me. Japan was an epic place. It was so nice to go from New Zealand, a place renowned for fucking nothing, to Japan, where any corner has a story to tell or a story to be told with you. Thank you all for watching. And one final time, did I like Japan? Just a full retrospective. Let me put it like this. If this video blows up, if I become famous tomorrow, if everyone gives me a whole bunch of money, I'm spending that money to go straight fucking back to Japan. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, that place was amazing. Dude, I want to move there one day maybe. Oh my god.